Whilst the intention of VONC may have been good, but many times we have been shortchanged. The opposition always see Section 145 as a process of changing government. I want to give you a fullest assurance that in our nation of 1,000 tribes, this side of the House will not consist of where members of parliament sit, but service delivery will go to all our people as one people, one nation, one country. Members on the other side are fully assured we must demonstrate oneness. We must, and our government pledged that we are a government for our people. We are a government that is by our people. Pangu received Section 63 mandate at the election. I want to give assurance to everyone, this mandate will not be abused. This mandate is for people of all parts of our country. We will work to ensure the aspirations of the fathers of our country remains. No place be left behind. Every place be prospered. And I want to give full assurance to all part of our country. Does not matter where your members sit. This government will ensure the work that we've started must continue. Mr. Speaker, just for emphasis, when we took office in 2019, our economy was in recession. Central Bank statistics is there for every one of us to read. 2018 final budget outcome is a treasury document. 2018 final budget outcome was not done by marape government. It was done by the past government. 2018 final budget outcome indicates negative 0.3% recession our economy was in. Mr. Speaker, from this backdrop, we started, and first and foremost, on this side of the House, we want to grow our economy. Economy and health of our economy means we have enough to serve our people in all other essential services. So to make our economy grow, we have not been silent. We fight to take back more from our resources. There's a clear difference between me and the leadership I took over from. The leadership I took over from had no interest in fighting to take back more from our people. They had no interest.
Mr. Speaker, so the Prime Minister should refrain from making false statements that are misleading the nation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
On record, when we took over in 2019, the economy was a 79.6 billion kina economy. Today on record, the economy has gone past 111 billion kina economy.
Mr. Speaker, I think this law, you may need to correct him. Whilst the Prime Minister may be right, the real measure of economic growth is not what the figures he is using.
Correct.
He is using gross GDP figures. The actual number is what's called a nominal GDP. And even in the recent report from the IMF, our nominal GDP has declined. Nominal GDP is measured after you remove inflation and all of the other negative factors from the growth in the economy. So once you remove all of that, actual growth in the economy is negative, Mr. Speaker. So, good blood Prime Minister, I mean, using this plan, all gross GDP figures, and I mean, using nominal GDP. He needs to use nominal GDP when he was speaking about GDP growth.
That this government, for the first time, whilst being an expansionary in our pursuit to grow the economy, we've given the biggest ever household treatment and relief package to our people. We've given biggest. We paid more school fee than any other governments of past. We've given help more from elementary to university than any other governments of past. We've removed tax from more brackets of low-income earning people than any other governments of past, Mr. Speaker. And this is based on a vision we set in 2019. At the very earliest, if not at 2029, we must hit a 200 billion kina economy. When we hit the 200 billion kina economy, any trespass into the future, maybe the regional member of Hijack or Sepik can become treasurer into the future. He will then have a big economy to shape and model growth of our country.
My point of order was to correct the facts, not to debate his I wasn't debating, I was correcting the facts. The other thing is, and there's no need for the Prime Minister to then turn back and talk bilas kam no this side. Because he is the Prime Minister, people listen to him. And if he says something that is erroneous, all man by thing is straight. For example, he said that GDP growth was negative 0.3%. I have a copy of the actual Treasury final budget outcome here. And between 2018 and 2019, GDP grew from 75 billion to 82 billion. So it was a growth of 9%, Mr. Speaker. All I'm asking is for the Prime Minister to be factually correct when he is using figures. That's all I'm asking. Because time talk minus 3%. Okay naman ba tingin true? But FBO report here talk 9% growth here. So just so that he can be careful with the use of numbers, Mr. Speaker. And that's all.
Straight mo tok lagi just for the record because today country iwoka arin friend blomi Governor Blo City emi toko sem nominal GDP decreased emi singaw in FBO so bami use him same FBO final budget outcome of Treasury the nominal GDP did not decrease, it increased. FBO was 111 billion 351 million kina, Mr. Speaker, projected to increase to 123.27 billion kina. So that's an increase of over 11 billion kina. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the record and for
Mila Toko said, the one focus for me plus since 2019. Emlo Tanim Big Plus Sip or call him MVPNG. Where news blong, Emi Ron Kulong Plus Economy Punam. He go finish.